Hello guys, today we are going to solve another lead code problem statement, maximum subarray. So read करते हैं problem statement. Given an integer array nums, find the contiguous subarray containing at least one number which has the largest sum and return its sum. A subarray is a contiguous part of an array. So the problem statement is simple enough. There is an array and we need to find the sub array that has the maximum sum. And one thing, like sub array is an contiguous part of an array. So we can't just pick element randomly from the uh, array, like one indices from the one position and another indices from the another position. It should be and a contiguous array. So let's first take this example. If we have to find the maximum sum of this array, maximum sub array sum, uh, we can see like the sum of these first two elements is -1, right? The sum of this is uh, -5 plus 1 -4, right? And if we go from here, 1 -3 -2. But if we go 4 minus 1 is 3 plus 2 is 5. Right? 5 plus 1 is 6. Right? 6 minus 5 is 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. But right? But if we just see this subarray, the sum is 6. Right? So this is the maximum sum of array. What we can observe it, right? Suppose this left part of the array, -2, 1 and -3, that become -4. So this left sub array give the negative value and we need to find the maximum sum. So there is no point in taking the negative value, right? अगर किसी प्लस में नेगेटिव वैल्यू ऐड करेंगे तो वो कोई उसका सम कम ही करेगा. अगर कोई वैल्यूज सामने है, सपोज करते हैं -2, 1, -3. If I ask like what is the maximum sub array in this array, it will be 1 only, right? We can't like sum both of these, -2, 1. It become -1 because this left value add some negative value and this right value also add the negative value. So the concept is simple. Whatever you add from left or right, it should not be negative, right? So whatever subarray, suppose this part of subarray, this have the sum of 6. So this subarray constitutes some plus value. So we can plus in this subarray also. But suppose if this subarray have the value 6, right? So this is the maximum subarray, right? Because this right subarray have the plus value. It is contributing +1 to the left subarray. But now currently in this problem statement, it have the value 4. So this right subarray is contributing -1 value. So that's why we are not adding it, right? So let's write our pseudo code, like how we are going to solve this problem statement. So the solution is simple. We can create two variable, that is the sum and the max sum. So max sum is the maximum sum of sub array. So one thing I miss, this sub array, the sum is 4 plus 1 plus 1, like 6. So the answer for this is 6, right? Max sum. Okay. So sum equal to 0, max sum we can maybe initialize from with the 0 element. This I So if we just loop from I equal to 0 to array dot length, we can plus the value in sum. So what we are doing, we are just adding it -2 plus 1 -3. So we are adding the value, and at whatever point we see, like if the sum value is going less than 0, because अगर वो 0 से लेस हो रही है तो इट मीन्स कि वो सब एरे कोई वैल्यू ऐड नहीं करता, राइट? तो जैसे 1 में है, अगर ये -2 है, this -2 does not add any value, so it means we can re-initialize our sum value to 0, right? One more thing, we can simply say the max sum will be, what will be the max sum? The math dot max, whatever is maximum between the max sum, the previous value, and the current sum. So let's try to execute this logic in our problem statement. So suppose this -2, 1, and -3, right? The sum value will be -2. Is the sum is less than 0, right? Sum equal to become 0. We initialize maximum sum first by -2 here, right? So what is maximum? Max sum or sum? Sum, right? So it becomes 0. Then in the next value, we add 1. So here it become 1, right? So sum is less than not 0. What is maximum? So our maximum become 1, right? Then we add -3, it become negative. Sum becomes 0. Then what is the maximum? It's still 1. So the answer is 1. If we do this part of logic here, one more thing, correction is there. So if we are adding -2, right? -2 here, we are again like somewhat making it as in 0. So this logic should, I think, uh, should be come before this adding some statement, I think, right? Because what is the point if we are like initializing any negative value and then uh, uh, then giving it a 0 value? This is the case like when all are the negative value. So in the previous way, I can uh, return the answer 0. So I am giving you time to think about it, like why I changed the order. So yeah. So now let's try on this problem statement. First, the maximum sum value will be -2, right? Is 0 to length and something something, and it is, if it is less than 0. Okay, I think again I am making it 0. So I think the right way will be to put it here, right? Maybe I'm getting a little bit confused, but yeah, I think here. So -2, what is the max value, maximum sum or sum? Some value is 0, maximum sum value is -2. Sum become -2. Yeah, it is still -2. Another we get 1. So here sum becomes 0. Then we add 1. Then the maximum sum become 1, right? Here. And the another value -3. So minus in the next loop, -3 plus 1, that become -2. So max dot max, this will not work and some still become 0. Then in this statement, 4 -2 to 1, right? This statement will not execute. So the max sum, when it comes to this one pointer, the max sum still will become 6, right? Then 6 minus 5, it become 1. Still this condition will not execute. 1 plus 4, that become 5. But 5 is not greater than 6. So our answer is still 6. And that is the correct answer. So let's execute the code if we are right about our approach. So if I define the sum as an zero, this is the current sum, and simply this is my max sum, that is nums, and I'm initializing a zero value. The reason is like if all value are negative, uh, to so at least we are giving the maximum value as a first element. Then simple for loop. One more thing, the time complexity of this pseudocode is n, right? Because we are only iterating from 0 to n. So I equal to 0 to nums dot length I plus plus, right? And we are adding in the current sum. We are trying to add the sum. We are saying कि we will initialize, we will find what is the max sum between the current sum and the max sum, right? Whatever the maximum value, we will give it to the max sum. Then if at any point of subarray, our current sum is going less than 0, we are initializing the value of sum to 0, right? Okay. Now sum equal to 0 and all these are set, and we can say return our max sum, right? So let's see, let's run our code if it works. What cannot find symbol? Okay, so I this is nums, right? And if I run it again, okay, it is working on the test case. Let's submit it. Okay, it is working. Yeah.